Hey guys, I almost forgot to make this, but I remembered. So you get me after a shower. Before changing my sheets, I have new sheets to put on the bed, and I'm kind of excited, even though I like the patterns for these ones better. Um, I just took a shower, and the thought of sleeping in clean sheets, I don't know, it's nice. So anyway, yay for hopefully getting back to vlogging on time. Though, actually, today, the reason why I almost forgot was because I was actually, instead of hanging out in my room, I was down in the main room, for a while, and then I took a shower, so, before coming to go to sleep. So, the reason why I forgot to vlog, or almost forgot to vlog, is a good one, but I even remembered. So, anyway, um, today, it was a Wednesday. Every Wednesday is a, short day. You get off at 12:25, I think, which is nice. But it kind of sucks today because sometimes we have double hours on things. So today was the first day we had any of those. Actually, no, not the first day. The second day, the first day we had two art history classes in a row, basically, and today not only did we have two French classes in a row, but then after that we had two math classes. So it was kind of intense, like 2 hours of French and then 2 hours of math. And I liked it today because we like did some in French we like did some exercises instead of just like listening to her like a lecture. So that meant I could kind of participate, like not really. Like with the exercises, you're supposed to underline keywords. It was some exercises on like note taking. So we talked about like abbreviations for words, and one of the exercises we did was you read like a little blip, and you underline keywords and to get the gist of the information, and the ones that really you isolated words that really gave you the idea of what the passage was about. And I could do that, except for the fact that the blurbs were always really sophisticated writing. So I'd translate all the words that I didn't know, which was a lot considering it's a lot more than most um, translations I've been doing when I'm sitting there in class. Most of the time, I can get the idea of what they're saying, but this one, they were using a lot more difficult vocabulary. So, unfortunately, by the time I finished translating, we were usually to the point where we were talking about which words you were underlining. But, I participated a little bit. And then math. 2 hours of math. Actually, we were a little bit late because towards the end of French class, a new student was walked up, and she's an exchange student from Finland. She's not with Rotary, she's with AFS. But she gets walked in, and she didn't realize that I'm from the United States and that Dahlia was from Mexico at first. So you're kind of talking to her, and I speak English really well, obviously, and she speaks English not as well, but she speaks English and she doesn't speak very much French. And she found out that we were both exchange students, and she was so happy because it means she's not alone. She thought we were Belgian, which is kind of nice, you know. But and then we were a little bit late to math, but the teacher didn't really do anything. He was really passive about things. I don't know. I don't like the math. I don't like the math teacher. Um, but anyway, after that, I went straight to Idalia's house because her mom was okay. Her mom was going to give us a ride to this Rotary event because every month Rotary organizes an event on Wednesday, and just once a month. And today we went to this mine, um, Len. I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyway, we went to this mine and we took a tour of this coal mine, and it was pretty fun. I liked seeing exchange students again. I mean, like, since the welcome weekend and since last time I went to Liège. It's kind of funny. It was in Liège, but since Adalia's mom was driving everybody from the Arlon area, we got there a little bit faster. You know, it's a little bit faster by car, but you know, it's fast enough so that, like, if I could get somebody to drive me, it would be totally worth it. Um, Going to Liège like every other Wednesday or something, but I don't, you know. So, um, we went and toured this coal mine. Our tour guide was super awesome. I really liked him, and yeah, it was mostly just nice hanging out with other exchange students again. Actually, it was kind of funny. You know, the elevators were a little bit scary, and some of the other students and I started, you know, coming up with ideas for a horror movie because, you know, we were getting in, and some people were like, "Oh, I'm scared they're gonna like break and we're gonna fall to our deaths," and I'm like, "You know, they could break and then we'll be trapped down here, and it'll be like a scary movie." And so then we were discussing different things about the scary movie because we were like actually in the elevator, and I'm like, "No, we're gonna be the group where it's going up, and then the elevator breaks and we fall screaming to our deaths, and everybody else is trapped." And then, you know, as we went through the rest of the mine, it's like, and then we'll have a scene here where this happens, and it was really funny, and so that was fun. And then we just kind of hung out for a little bit, but then we had to go home. So I was back home at about 7. It's kind of funny. Adalia's mom was like, "Oh, you know, make sure you send a message to your host family so they know you're going to be home at 7." So I sent a text to my dad, my host dad, and, you know, he doesn't reply. So, you know, Sainte Solange was kind of on the way to Arlon from Leah, you know, when we were driving back, and so she just dropped me off at home. And my host parents were home with Laurence, the sister who's moved out. But they were like in the kitchen and all the doors were closed, and I didn't want to go bother them in case they were like doing something important or something. So I just went upstairs and hung out with my host siblings for a little bit. And so at one point my host dad comes out and he's like, you know, "Yes, you know, we have to go pick up Mariposa." You know, he was talking in French because he didn't think I was there. And I'm like, "Oh, no, no, no!" And I come to the stairs and I'm like, I'm here," and he like laughed. It was really funny. You know, he was like, "Whoa, where did you come from?" And I'm like, "Oh, she dropped me off, but you guys were in the kitchen." So yeah, that was fun. And then after dinner, I started reading Harry Potter. And, you know, I take my dictionary, my book, and a notebook to write down all the words I don't know. I filled up like a whole page of the notebook on just one page of Harry Potter. Not even like a full page because, you know, it's got the big 1 for chapter 1. And I filled up like the whole page. I felt pretty good about understanding grammar and stuff. Like, I feel like it's not the level of writing that's too difficult. You know, maybe I'd be a little bit faster with a kid's book that's easier to, you know, that's easier to read. But I feel like if it weren't for my lacking vocabulary, I'd actually be able to understand it really well. So, you know, it's kind of difficult because I'll read all slowly, and then every other sentence, you know, I have 3 or 4 words. But so probably could take me a while to get through this book. I'll try. So I kind of want to give up and just read a kid's book, but I want to keep going too. So yeah, and then I came up here and started vlogging, and so I'm gonna change my sheets and go to bed because I'm nice and clean. So actually, taking a shower is a great motivator to do things. Like right now, I want to do like 10 different things, but I'm tired, so I won't. But I really want to like draw. maybe I will draw a little bit. Just a little. Anyway, I should stop this and change my sheet so I can go to bed. Or change my sheet so I can tell myself I'm going to bed and then draw instead. Okay, see you guys tomorrow, or actually maybe the next day because all my cube posts are still posting. But at least I'm back on schedule, so eventually they will get back on schedule.